Thank you very much. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. When you were last with us on Wednesday of last week, as you recall, the state had rested. I'm now going to ask the defense whether they wish.
Okay, so before we get into everything, y'all, I kind of want to just give y'all a update on what we got going on. Okay, so um, because I had been tied up, you know what I'm saying, doing stuff with my partner, man, and we was trying to figure out where Jair Snyder was at and stuff like that, man. I kind of got distracted, and I didn't really get a chance. I heard like Hilton closing arguments, but I didn't get to hear the whole thing. And so over the weekend, as we had been talking about it, I was like, I do need to sit down and watch it because I know tomorrow or by Tuesday they're expecting a verdict. Now, from my understanding, they might have made some good points in their closing arguments. So I figured I was gonna sit down and watch it anyway. I'm not sure if y'all had a chance to watch it, but I was just gonna kind of play it from the beginning to the end and just kind of see what kind of information and what they were saying in the closing arguments. Because if from what I'm understanding that they said in the closing argument, these boy might be in some trouble. You feel me? And I could see why Thug and them went on and got up out of there because I ain't got nothing to do with this stuff y'all boys sitting up here fighting. You got Yak and Shannon fighting two bodies. Well, yeah, they fighting two bodies. Thug won the charge with nobody. Now, I could see him taking that plea. You got the other two dudes, Quay and who the other one is? Quay and Huey. They went on and took their time, got on up out of the way. You feel me? So I wanted to kind of go over the closing arguments. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. Have y'all had a chance to see these closing arguments? You know what I'm saying? What y'all think and stuff like that. And I like I said, I was gonna be watching it. So I figured, you know what I'm saying, I pull up and we can watch it together for those who you know what I'm saying, care to check it out and we're gonna talk about it. Now I don't like to do all that stopping and talking, but if I hear something good or y'all, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be in the chat with y'all. But I don't like to, you know what I'm saying? You know how people you be listening and then they just stop and go to talking about they woo woo. Now I might do that here and there, or if y'all want to talk again, let me know in the comments. But I definitely want to check out what they were saying, and I may go down there tomorrow. I may go down to the Fourth County Courthouse tomorrow. It just depends, you know what I mean? Because I want to be down there when they say guilty or not guilty. Which I'm finna listen to these closing arguments right now. They might get a guilty verdict. But what y'all think?
To present evidence. Mr. Sharp, does the defense have evidence to present on behalf of Mr. Stillwell?
Your Honor, we do not wish to present any evidence.
Understood. All right. And Mr. Weinstein, does the defense wish to present evidence on behalf of Mr. Kendrick?
No, Your Honor, we do not feel that's necessary.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. That means that the evidence is closed. And the next step in this case is the closing arguments. Because the state has the burden of proof in this case, the state will make an initial closing argument. The defense will then have an opportunity to present any closing argument that they wish to present. And the defense, if the defense does present closing, then the state will then have a final opportunity at summation. All right, so I'm not sure who's going to present the opening on behalf of the state, but whomever that is, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Give me just a second.
Spark your next big video idea with Motion Array's AI voiceover.
Before you start.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is going to be amusing to some of you, but overflow actually is 5D and not 1D. So maybe that's why I was saying it the whole time. All right, you can go ahead, Mr. Adkins. Sorry.
Thank you, Your Honor. Let me turn this microphone on, Your Honor, or I'll forget. Good morning, Mr. Jury. I wanted to talk to you about what we've learned YSL is about. 4 words come to mind. The first word, deception, intimidation, destruction, and death. Deception of the youth, who get enamored with what is presented publicly and then deceived when they become a part of the criminal enterprise. Deception for law enforcement to not uncover the actions that they commit, and deception in this very courtroom with witnesses that have sat right before you to try to continue that enterprise. Intimidation, the public videos we've seen about people that they label as rats, people that they label as snitches or snitching, and that repeated threat, either overt, out in the open, or subtle, that if we do a crime to you or you know about it, don't say anything. The destruction has multiple parts. You've heard from multiple communities all throughout Fulton County that often similar pockets in the city have been affected, from dealing drugs, the robberies, the shootings, the shell casings, the windows, the doors, the refrigerators, the cars, over and over. That's the destruction. And then you've heard about the death. Jeffrey Williams himself said, YSL, in this video after he says murder gang, someone right next to him says YSL till we're dead pale. But also, you've heard about 3 murders: Donovan Thomas, Chanel Drinks, and Jamari Holmes. That is what YSL, the criminal enterprise, is about. Now, I'm going to talk to you about Count 1 RICO and criminal street gang. And so when I am complete at the end, Ms. Hilton will come up and talk to you about the murder of Donovan Thomas and the murder of Chanel Drinks and the remaining counts. Now, what I just said is not just my words. This is the deception, intimidation, destruction, and death that I just spoke to you about. Murder gang in my slime is above the law. But in Fulton County, nobody is above the law, and that's why you're here.
Y'all already know why I said we dead and pale, bitch. Murder gang, bitch. Yeah. Slack. No cap. Free. No cap. And we actually free. You know that. Niggas always free.
Those are their own words, murder gang. What they are publicly stating that the enterprise and the street gang, and I may use both of those terms interchangeably today, are about.
Right. I don't think y'all niggas got more than us is dead now.
This in your video?
There's a we and a us. He's saying the only thing that they have is more people who are deceased, which is saying that we don't. And the they, I argue from the evidence being presented amply throughout this trial, is their rivals, their ops. The Atlanta Blood Gang, Fifth Gang, 9 Dudes, YFN, that group. And lastly, after publicly bragging and boasting about murders, what is their viewpoint on being held accountable? Well, let me take their own words. Don't just take mine.
Just beat a murderer. Pay my lawyer 30 for that. And my slime's above the law. Meanwhile, you know,
That's saying my slimes are above the law. So now I'm going to equip you with the duty as jurors so that you can learn about the law that the judge will instruct you on, so that you can have the toolkits needed to deliberate and understand how to organize the evidence that we have presented. So that's what I'm going to here to do with you today. So I'm going to take a step back. In general, jurors' duties, it's to honestly seek the truth. You've heard evidence, testimony, physical items. It's not to seek out, it's to seek the truth. You determine, how you handle and weigh the evidence. And I'm going to highlight some things for you so that you can understand some connections between some of these evidence, because there's connections between these shootings, connections between these crimes, locations, victims, and accomplices. That's important for Count 1 RICO. That's what I'm going to walk through with you about right now. The duty to deliberate. When all of this is done, all of y'all will go back there and speak with one another. Speak freely with one another. Go through the evidence and talk about what you've heard throughout this trial, and talk with fellow jurors about the evidence as you reach your verdict. And like I said, seek the truth. Now, I'm going to explain to you in a couple of minutes about what you can and can't consider. So everything outside of this circle comes up in almost every trial, sometimes a little, sometimes a lot. Sympathy for victims or defendants. Viewpoints on a witness. You like the witness, you don't like the witness. You like the police, you don't like the police. You think about some issue that comes up in a case that's not about the evidence and the law. You disagree with the law. All of those things you can't consider. What you can consider, it's going to populate in the middle, is the evidence, the testimony, the physical items, the videos, the wiretaps, the jail calls, all of those things you can consider at this trial. And it's not lost on me the length of this trial. And I can stand up here for 4 hours and explain to you my genuine understanding and frustration with how long you all and the sacrifices you've made. And what I thought about, because when you initially came on, it was 6 to 9 months, and now we're here 12 months later, and that is a significant difference. And there's one time in my life that came to mind about this. I couldn't do this again today, but I ran one marathon. When I got there that day, I was supposed to do a half marathon, just many years ago. And when I'm in line with one of my best friends who encouraged me to run, I see people much older than me. I won't call them old, but they may have been pushing 90, marathon. And so he gave me that look, and I said, all right, I'll do the marathon with you. And during that, expecting to run a half, that day running a full, I had moments where I wanted to quit. I had moments I wanted to walk. I had moments where I wasn't ready, I wasn't prepared, I didn't sign up for this, even though technically I agreed to the marathon. And as I got to the end, like we are here, I said, if I walk off on mile 21 or 20, all of this will be for nothing, and I will regret that. So with this time, I ask you to see it through, finish strong, and by that I mean listen.
Turn your ideas into videos. Go to artlist.io and get everything you need, all in one place.
To the closing arguments and deliberate with one another in the evidence, because you owe it to yourself, you owe it to the victims, and you owe it to your duty as jurors. And like I said, what I wanted to do, because I can't go back and change the hands of time, I can't, is make this time valuable and give you the tools you need, because you've heard a lot about RICO, but you've not yet had anyone explain what that means. So that's my goal, and that's what I'm here to do, is to help that you can understand the law, how it fits with this evidence, so that you can deliberate and reach the only reasonable conclusion that these defendants and these co-conspirators are guilty of count one, conspiring to commit RICO. So I'm going to walk through that with you. Now this circle, I speak faster than I click, so it's going to catch up with me. But like I said, you consider the evidence, the testimony, you don't consider what is outside. Now, burden of proof. The state has always had the burden of proof to prove beyond a reasonable doubt. And that's a burden that I own. It's how it should be. And so the state, this burden of proof rests with it until we prove each and every element beyond a reasonable doubt. What is a reasonable doubt? Everyone's heard that term, but what does it actually mean? It's not a mathematical certainty. There's no algorithm or specific number. It is a doubt that's reasonable. It's not vague. And so this presumption, I use a quote, right, where you're presumed innocent. Everyone is, until your guilt on whatever crime, in this case, RICO, murder, street gang, beyond a reasonable doubt. For some of y'all, when you're back here deliberating and thinking through the evidence, you may have realized halfway through my speech today, when you understand RICO, that they're guilty. You might have come to that conclusion months ago. You may have come to that conclusion in terms of where we are in the evidence as you walk through it, at a different point. But when the state proves, as we have beyond a reasonable doubt, that cloak of innocence goes away. And that's what you as jurors are here to decide. And reasonable doubt, like I said, it's reasonable. You don't seek doubt, you seek the truth, and it's a doubt. It means just what it says. If I were to, I wouldn't do this, but if I took some from Madam Court Reporter, say her coffee pot, and there's a security camera right there. If all of y'all saw me do this, if I had a trial and never called one of y'all. I'm on trial for stealing National Reporter's coffee mug. If you had a trial with just that surveillance video and it clearly showed me unmasked, taken and leave, you wouldn't need all these witnesses. Or if you had the reverse, you didn't have a surveillance video, but you had an eyewitness or circumstantial evidence. Just because you don't have a piece of item or evidence doesn't necessarily mean reasonable doubt. It means just what it says. Is it reasonable? So I'm going to show you an illustration that is something we all recognize, which is a dollar bill. And you're going to see pieces of this dollar bill missing. And all of you will immediately recognize what it is. And like I said, it's not a mathematical certainty. It is reasonable doubt. That's the dollar bill, right? If you have pieces of the puzzle, and some of y'all may like puzzles, that are removed, everyone knows that that's a $1 bill. There's no reasonable doubt that that is a $1 bill, even though almost 50% of it is gone. That's just a visual illustration to prove the point. Direct and circumstantial evidence. So direct evidence, physical items, it's what's said in this witness box before you, personal observations, that's all direct evidence. Circumstantial evidence can be cell phone records, where people are within a general radius, ankle monitor data, what someone's actions afterwards, who's calling who, who's texting who. That can circumstantially prove and lead to a conclusion. Whereas, and you can use both. The law doesn't weigh direct or circumstantial more or less than the other. And then in trial, you're going to use both. And you always have your common sense, which you always have brought with you each day. You can use when you deliberate to make reasonable deductions from both direct and circumstantial. They play off one another. Like I said, these are all direct evidence. Just think what you saw, what you heard. If you were to physically touch a firearm or a shell casing, that would be tangible evidence. That's all direct. A good example for circumstantial is, imagine every once a week, twice a week, you all go and pull and pump gas. You pull up to the pump, you know your car has the E, it's flashing red. You go, put your credit card in, or you walk inside, you come out and you start pumping gas. And then when you leave, when you put your credit card in, you hear it kind of click loudly, you know it's done, you put it back in, and you drive off, and all of a sudden what was on E is now on full, right? You never saw the gas go inside, but you know, circumstantially, that your car tank is full. That's a classic example of, you may smell gas, but you never actually see it. You could, but most of the time you don't. That's circumstantial evidence. It can be quite strong, like that, like in that example. So it doesn't have any more or less weight than the other piece of evidence. Testimony of a single witness, if believed, is enough to establish a fact. Take Tarabia Hill, Act 61, the armed robbery that Christian Effinger did with YSL on his face, unmasked. If you believe, then I can't vouch or tell you the credibility of the witness. That's for y'all to determine. So if you believe her testimony, that's who robbed me, this is what he took, and then he drove off, a testimony of a single witness is enough to establish a fact. In that case, with her testimony, it would be every fact of armed robbery. So that's one example of a single witness can establish. Sometimes there's only one fact. Where is someone? Where is someone not? But in that case, that testimony would be enough to establish the evidence. So keep that in mind, because testimony is important. Like I said, you determine credibility. So you got to ask yourself, why did certain people testify how they did when they said this? Now, I'll argue, you think about what people said before they were indicted, before their friends were indicted, before sitting in a courtroom with you and people that they know well. What do people say when no one's looking? On a wiretap, on a jail call? That, to me, is quite illuminating of how they really feel or think. Think about why people would testify how they did. Why people would either genuinely not remember or act like they don't remember. I'm sure all of y'all remember quite well my kind of long back and forth with the gentleman, D'Angelo White, right? Where we played a 911 call where he says, this is D'Angelo White. He wouldn't even acknowledge that. And it was a lot of back and forth. Why would he not come in here and testify about his friend, Dexter Montgomery, getting half of his head shot off when he was a kid? And he called 911. Why? You determine that. Now, I have reasons I'll explain to you why, but think about that. You can use common sense. Y'all been sitting right here, and there's a reason you're closest to the jury box, because y'all are the determiners of credibility. And y'all know and can think of examples as I'm talking right now throughout this trial that we've seen of that. Who doesn't have an interest, right? You have some, I'll use, someone from the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, right? They come in, they test an item. They don't usually know the defendant. They don't know the case. They're just doing their job. They don't have, in my opinion, any stake in one outcome or the other. They don't know. A random citizen, or Doug Bailey talked about the ankle monitor data. He's just reading the data. Those kind of witnesses, I argue, can be quite credible because they don't have anything to gain. They have nothing to lose. Think about people who do and how that would have impacted their testimony. Their opportunity for knowing facts. If someone hangs out with one another, like when Mary Zachary, you saw all these photographs in 2015. He's in photo after photo with Shannon Stillwell, Monte Kendrick, Mikion Garlington. If someone interacts daily with someone, it's probably reasonable that he would know what they're up to, that they would confide in him. Versus if you had someone who only hung out with somebody one time, probably wouldn't be reasonable they'd know all their deepest, darkest secrets. That's just common sense, but things to think about.
At SEMrush, we see that success has changed. Once it was all about...
Now, I'm going to give you an example.
So, nigga, a lot of they mama, a lot of they kids, a lot of they brothers and sisters, they didn't get ready in the courtroom and tell the God honest truth.
Fuck, nigga.
Don't get it. Y'all niggas need to get fucking killed, bro.
You snitching bitches.
From me and YSL.
That's what's said outside of the courtroom. These are all witnesses who testified that were either co-conspirators or indicted on this case. And ask yourself, you could know it just as well as I right before if the state would ask, is YSL a gang? The words music group, you know it's about to come off, or I've never heard of that. I said gang, G-A-N-E. I didn't say G-A-N-G, even though you just heard them say gang. Think about that and why people would come in here and think about what they said. I mean, when Darius Zachary said that these two defendants confessed to him to murder Donovan Thomas the night of the murder, you don't think he's going to come in here and back up off that? Think about Wooney Lee, the bragging or boasting about the murder. We put that on our tombstone. The things he knows when he's sitting up here don't sound good in a trial of his friends, fellow gang members, and co-conspirators, so he's going to back up off of them. Think about Walter Murphy. Antonio Sledge. When he did his plea agreement, said that he had knowledge that someone was involved with the murder of Donovan Thomas, but then backs up off of it, right? He gives why. Think about why. And think about, they know the feelings that these defendants have about people who come in and tell on them. And sometimes they slip up. If you remember Antonio Sumner, who testified pretty recently, he didn't know Woody Lee's name. So he said, what's his slime? And he changed it. He stopped. He took a little pause and he meant what his nickname. So he said, what's his slime name? Those kind of clues or slip ups, remember those because they're important. Here's another example. This is Diamante Kendrick on the left with a hat that has a big rat and a big X on it. And on the right is defendant Stillwell's tattoos. O'Mearton, you heard that, the code of silence. And on his chest, the price of loyalty is wealth. The price of disloyalty is death. So these witnesses who say incriminating things about them in a police station or outside of court, when they come in here and are sitting in a witness box 10 feet from them, how do you think they know this? That's these defendants' own words about people who come in and testify against themselves or others. That's their feelings on it, things that these witnesses know very well. Kenneth Copeland. This is Kenneth Copeland outside of the criminal courtroom.
Last words and shout outs before we get you out of here.
Shout out to the game. YSL for life. You know what I mean?
YSL for life. And these are photographs he's had. He has known Shannon Stillwell for almost the vast majority of his life. Most of these photos to show the length of time. Look at these photos with Kendrick. These are all photos with Kenneth Copeland and both of these defendants in trial. They are friends. They know each other very well. And Kenneth Copeland would not want to say something, I argue to you, because of his bias and motive that would want to hurt him. That's just common sense. And think about that when you hear what people say to a police station when it's just Detective Gaither and Dennis, or what they say in this court. Quindarius Zachary, outside of court.
Yeah, big Bruce Knight, slime takeover. Oh, fuck you mean? I got all my niggas with me when Bruce Knight. Where we at, y'all?
Bruce,
yeah, nigga slack, nigga, fuck wrong child, nigga. Plenty ammo for you monkey niggas. Yeah, big guns, bleeding right now.
Now that's a video from May of 2015. Roughly February, March, April, 4 months after the murder of Donald Thomas. That's what Quindarius Zachary's saying. You don't think he knows who did what? I argue to you. And then when he comes into court, right, he doesn't recognize the snake emoji, or he makes jokes about the color green, things that he thinks will hurt. You all pick up on this. I saw you write notes. You can see their reaction. You can see if someone's uncomfortable, comfortable. All of those things you all are equipped with and can use when you weigh testimony. Parties to a crime. This is a principle that's going to come up in this case. Parties to a crime. Think about this. 4 people go to rob a bank. One of them is the getaway driver. One of them, I'm going to go run in and get the money. The third one's going to go in and do a distraction. And the fourth one has a gun in case it's needed. The driver never gets out of the car. They get to the bank. The guy goes in to get the money. The security guard realizes it's a robbery, pulls out his gun, and the guy with the gun behind him shoots and strikes the security guard. And then they all 4 get away and leave. As parties to a crime, they all played a role or a piece in that crime. So they would all be legally guilty of that murder if those facts came out into a trial. So party to a crime, it's not necessarily the person who pulled the trigger. It could be the driver. Now, this is going to show you an illustration of what I talked about, because this isn't at first stick out. So you have 4 people planning a bank robbery, all with different roles. And if it was either intentional murder or say the security guard shot and killed one of the robbers, it could be a felony murder that comes up. And so all of them would be guilty in this fact pattern of that. So in this case, what Copeland and Zachary say about defendant Kendrick.
It's the Motion Array Epic Holiday Sale. Get 10% off your everything plan. Templates, music, footage.
Is he was driving the Infiniti Q50. If he's driving that Infiniti Q50 while Shannon Stillwell, Demise McMullen are shooting 7.62 and 9mm shell casings into the body of Donald Thomas with Justin Cobb doo-wop, that's party to a crime. That's the example in this case. And it will come up in some of the over apps that we're going to talk about soon.
Mr. Atkins.
Yes, Your Honor. It sounds like, Your Honor, this microphone may have, yes, Your Honor. If you let me know if that helps fix that. I got to fix this belt buckle here real quick. Well, I'll hold it for right now.
I could
Now-
definitely tell something was wrong with the mic because I could not
Sorry.
hardly hear, bro.
There's a,
But this is crazy.
I
You
want to talk
guys.
about the
I see
crimes
what's
that I'm going
going
to
on.
talk about. So in green
I see
is
what's
what I'm going
going
to
on.
talk to you
They
about.
setting them up like a
Which
volleyball
count
game.
51 is criminal street gang. Count 50
see
is
what they
criminal
doing.
street gang of defendant Stillwell. He's on the right. A felony for the May 9th, 2022. These street gang charges, which I'm going to talk to you about at the end, pertain to the murder of Shamel Drinks, a gang-related murder that the evidence has shown Shannon committed along with Demekion Garlington, Miles Farley, and Carmavius Nichols. But first, I'm going to talk about RICO, which is count 1, which both are charged with. So I want to talk to you about conspiracy in general. And I definitely think the microphone's working now, Your Honor. So one crime, you rob someone, you do an arson, you would look at that case. Did they go and set fire? Did they go and steal? One specific place, time, and perpetrator. You've already heard about a conspiracy to do armed robbery when I use that bank robbery analogy. RICO is no different in terms of this. The general concept is they're charged with conspiracy to commit racketeering. So I'm going to have to explain to you what is RICO, what is conspiracy to commit RICO, and then you as jurors, with the evidence that have been presented, will reach the only reasonable conclusion that they're guilty of that count. But you need to know what RICO is first. And there's 2 ways to violate RICO. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take it bite by bite through RICO so you can understand the 2 ways that RICO can be committed and what conspiracy to commit RICO is. And we'll walk through this together. I've already explained conspiracy in general. Now, this bank, I've used the bank analogy. If this group who robbed the bank, don't have to be some sophisticated mob syndicate. If those 4 are just sitting around and say, let's be the bank robbing boys, maybe we'll sell drugs on the side, and we'll shoot people, the rival bank group that we're going to call ourselves, the BRC, bank robbing group. If they got tattoos of BRC, they got necklaces of BRC, they say, hey, we are BRC. If they went and all knowingly and willingly agreed to be a part of that, knowing that a pattern of racketeering, which I will explain to you, will be committed, that concept is what we'll be talking about. It's not any different in general. It's conspiracy and RICO. And when we put the 2 together, that's what they're charged with. So let's walk through this. This is from the indictment, which you will have with you when you deliberate. I'm not going to read off this right now, but page 12 of the indictment is an important page. It lays out what the state alleges the criminal objectives of the conspiracy are, and that they violated. There's a subsection A and a subsection B, which we're going to talk about. So remember page 12 of the indictment, because it will come up multiple times. So what is knowingly and willfully joined? Look at what they do, what they say, and crimes that they commit. If you want to figure out if the bank robbing crew or if YSL, if someone knowingly and willingly joined them, that's Kendrick on the bottom, with flat on his left forearm and a snake that goes from his stomach to his neck.
And y'all know what's crazy? When you go in Fulton County, they definitely take these pictures of your tattoos.
YSL,
They definitely
you got a permanent tattoo on 3 different spots of the
if you
body.
affiliated,
One
they
of which
definitely
is your
taking
face.
pictures, and they got
That
it on
is
your
something you can
3
use
card.
and consider.
It's called a 3 card.
Oftentimes with criminal
That's how
conspiracy,
Wouldn't it be crazy if you could create voiceovers that sound like a raspy old man?
A young teenage girl.
Or a guy?
They don't have a written contract.
You going in there
They
with the
don't
number.
have a,
So they
you're not gonna have
they
that
do
talk
that.
through
It's
table.
crazy
Let's
that they
all
do
agree
that.
to be a criminal enterprise. We all hereby today on January 1st, 2000. From here on out, we're an enterprise. That's often not how it works. So you got to look at what they say, what they do, and if you permanently get a tattoo, that's a pretty strong indicator if you're willingly and knowingly part of this. Shannon Stillwell, often wearing clothing, saying stuff, "Me and my sons above the law." You know, you've heard that and seen that clothing line, which yes, they can play it off that it's just some innocent clothing line, but it says slime. It's physical human being, wipe your effing nose, right? And you've heard from gang detectives that wipe your nose is not some
Yeah.
joke.
Hey.
It's about murdering someone. It's actually violence. So that's Kendrick in the middle, next to a slack graffiti to the red bandana. How they act, say, and do over time, those are the clues to know that someone willingly joined a conspiracy. So let's break this down a little bit further.
We need to switch it.
It's came out again, Your Honor. This is probably the easiest element while we switch this mic. 2 or more conspirators. Oh, thank you, Sergeant Ingram. Thank you. So that you can't have a conspiracy with one person, right? So I think we all can agree that should be an element that's easy to check. You've heard from ample, it doesn't have to just be the 28 indicted co-conspirators. You will see in that indictment that it states on page 12 that it also includes unnamed or unindicted co-conspirators if you find that they're part of the conspiracy. So keep that in mind when you go back and deliberate. But yes, one of the elements beyond a reasonable doubt is 2 or more. I think that element, I'm not going to spend any more time on that one. You've heard from ample people you've seen in the witness stand that are 2 or more of YSL. This just illustrates that point. Now, agreement. This is another important element of RICO to kind of understand. How do you know that someone agreed? Like I said, it doesn't have to be expressed. It doesn't have to be where did they sign the YSL ledger. I'm going to join. I'm in. You rarely see stuff like that. There's no such ledger in this case. It's mutual but unspoken understanding. I say actions speak louder than words. If you want to know how someone believes or if they agree, what do they do? So I'm going to show you some examples of agreement. And a lot of the evidence that I'll talk about, it has multiple purposes. So we will talk about and we will see what can prove agreement can also prove if they knowingly and willfully join. Let's see. I'll keep working on this now. So
You can just hold
yes, Your Honor. Sounds like it's working now. So what else can you use? Remember we talked about circumstantial evidence? So circumstantial evidence inferred from the nature of the acts done, relation of the parties, and the interest of the conspirators. What do they have to gain? Is it for something to further the group's interest? How do you know someone agrees? Look at what they do. And I argue to you that the evidence has shown that they've all knowingly and willfully agreed. Take where we started, or take the 2 murders. Shannon Stillwell, January 10th, 2015, murders Donovan Thomas. March 14th, 2022, Shannon Stillwell, with 3 other YSL members in both times, murders Shamel Drinks. If you have to ask yourself, did he knowingly and willfully agree to be a part of YSL criminal enterprise with 2 gang murders? That's an easy question. That's the most clear example of if someone murders a rival gang member twice, I think it's pretty clear that they knowingly and willfully agreed, regardless if they signed on the dotted line.
Clear.
Same with other crimes.
The same shit that got Biggie and Tupac killed, little fuck, nigga. Pussy ass nigga, get your bitch ass killed.
For life. Can't call that line.
Hey, gang, you bring your pussy out down here, you gonna see me. I'm at your fucking neck. Fuck anybody.
So again, what do they say? I mean, this is Kendrick and Wooney Lee. You know, you have all the Make America slime again. You have Kendrick with YSL pennant, and you have Shannon Stillwell where someone in the background says YSL for life. That's just one example. You've obviously seen and heard from multiple. But what do they say? What do they do? Are they publicly or actively or oftenly saying, yes, I'm a part of this YSL? There's
I
an
don't either.
us and a
There's
them.
mounds of evidence.
Yes.
I don't think,
I think it's pretty clear that they
let's
have.
stop and talk
Now,
for a quick second.
some of this I've talked about, actions or evidence.
Hold up.
So let me get
Let's talk for a second. 'Cause I said I wasn't gonna do that. But let me talk to y'all for a second. You know, I said this time and time again when I first started watching the trial, and people was like, "Oh, they ain't got no evidence. They ain't got nothing on these boys. They woo." And I said, "Are we watching the same trial? Because they got now. This is my opinion. I told y'all several times. I done been in. I just went to trial in Forest County. I know how they play. They dirty. They not finna let you walk away with nothing. They gonna try to get what they can get out you. So I keep that in mind when I see this courtroom and I see how they play, because I know behind the scene they playing a very dirty game. But at the same time, it's the greater of the two evils, y'all. You feel me? You got the prosecutor, they doing their thing, playing dirty, and then you got Matt Shaw and all these people who over there trying to get off people who done these crimes. Cause mind you, I know, I understand. In the court of law, it ain't what you know, it's what you can prove. And they are having, and that's the thing. That's the thing right there. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. And for some reason, they having a hard time proving it. I don't know why they can't prove it is right there. But see, that go back to what Fannie Willis was saying when she said, look, I need trained district attorneys and prosecutors. I can't prosecute the former president, now back president of the United States with these type of people. Now, although they landed out there, Atkins or whatever dude name is, I told people a long time ago, I said, y'all better watch him because there's something about him. I always see him down there talking to the feds. That lady, that's the feds. I always see them talking. You feel me? Now he laying it down for the jury. Look, all you need is this, and this. See, he putting these last thoughts in their head, and they like, well, yeah, we did see this. He did say that. Yeah, your partners know what, and mind you, the jury, like, what happened to everybody else? It was 7 of you up here. Now it's only 2. Where's the other 5? Maybe they took a plea bargain. You dig that? There's clear evidence. The evidence is definitely right there in their face. See, when Love allowed Kenneth Copeland to come in that courtroom and make a mockery out of them, that's why these 2 boys they going to jail. It's the last 2 dudes that's accused of unaliving sitting up there. And one of them had the nerve to go and get married. The judge and them, they're going to take that personal. You mean to tell me the jury sitting up here getting $25 a day while you running off in the sunset getting married? Huh? See, people got to understand what type of weight that hold. The judge is sitting up here, can't be with her family every day because she got to come in here and this to the trial. People are affected. And you done got that, you done left court and went and got married? Is this a game to you, son? Oh, you saying that you just that boss? You're still making inconsiderate decisions and basically stupid moves. You can do whatever you want to do. But that's why y'all the last 2 standing up there facing bodies. And you also got to keep in mind, if y'all didn't do it, if y'all weren't involved, now mind you, you already got Kenneth Copeland who done said who was there. Quindarius Zach who done said who was there. You did. You got, she addressed what, Miss LeVon? You got all this stuff going. You got all these people who done not only said it, but they've played out to it. That's why I wanted to go back and get with y'all, One Life family, and watch these closing arguments because, we kick it. Now, I've been going up there taking me some shots and stuff. I've been going upstairs and drinking. And, so, I got a little something to say, but I ain't going to say too much because I still want us to get through it. But I'm seeing what they doing. And they finna lay the smack down on these boys. She addressed what? She addressed what? She addressed what? Tell me what you talking about. But yeah, This stuff, man, they sitting up here. I don't think Yak will get convicted. See, okay, so the thing what I was with Yak is they trying to implicate Yak in both unalivings just like they doing Shannon. You think they prove both for MS for both of them? No, I don't. Well, no, I don't think they proved it. Honestly, I don't think they proved anything. Woody and them play with, yeah. Oh, she addressed that. Woody and them were playing with, yeah. And he said something about it too when we were just watching Atkins. I think that's his name. But he was saying too, they come in here and act like, why would you get up here and act like you didn't call 911 when your partner Jay clearly got his head blowed off? You called us for help, and now you gonna come in here and act like you didn't call us for help. We came to help you because you were scared. Same thing with Kenny Copeland. You came to, we didn't even come to you. You came to us because you were scared for your life. Now you gonna come in the courtroom and act like you wasn't in our office, interrogation room, asking us to help you because you were scared. Now you gonna come in the courtroom and make a mockery of the system. Man, please, Woody didn't underline that headphone. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you some real stuff. First of all, what people gotta understand here, I got more than one cell phone. Me, myself, personally. I got more than one cell phone. And when the trial first started, Woody, matter of fact, let me tell you something. Woody was charged first with the what going on, blessed and anointed. Woody was charged first in the unaliving of Donovan Nut Thomas. He implicated Shannon Stillwell in it. And Yak got it. Kenneth Copeland is the one that told on everybody. You feel me? Woody said he had two phones. Woody said he had two phones. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying right there. Woody had a plethora of phones. I think at one point he had up to 6 cell phones, but he definitely said he had 2. Now I told y'all I got that paperwork to where it was some stuff found in one of them cell phones. You feel me? Where some stuff was found in one of them cell phones. But to go ahead and get to the point. Okay. To get to the my bad. The office hours are from 7 to 3. That's what they told. I was saying because who that was? Lala said allegedly, and I'm like, y'all didn't see the video. We all seen the video, right? We all seen the video of the interrogation room, and they was in there telling them, look, we ain't even open yet. I'm still muted. I'm all mute now, ain't I? But yeah, y'all can hear me now. It's still muted. Now y'all should be. Y'all can hear me now. But yeah. So he went in there. He went in there and he told these folks. Let me tell y'all something. And Yak got it too. All along was in there telling that. See, let me tell y'all something. When they put this case together and they put this RICO together, they put together based off of y'all statements, off YSL statement. Why I told y'all when I was locked up, y'all, and I've been getting locked up a long time on Wright Street. You hear? The YFN dude, it really end up on it. You feel me? YFN, like, man, when they see YSL, like, bro, I done been in there and seen this with my own 2 eyes. Okay, so in 2021, I had that got in a little situation. I was in Fulton County. I'm in Fulton County, right? Boom. I'm trying to think how they did that. It YSL dude. And so everything chilling, we just had and got up there on the floor. So they ended up putting Wayne Alford. If y'all know Wayne Alford, they just jammed him up November the 5th when they were saying that them people were trying to knock the guards off. They were trying to knock the sheriff and they were trying to knock them folks off. But he also got caught up in the RICO, that Operation Phoenix RICO that Kenneth Copeland cooperated with. But they put bro in there. You feel me? Now, I'm just being straight up with y'all. Bro ain't on no YSL. He woo the woo, he what he is, but he don't rock with YSL. Facts. Bro came in there and Molly walked two of the YSL dude off the muscle. I ain't gonna say that name, but it was two of them. Now I take that back. I think them two dudes were YFN. I can't remember, but I do know YFN. It running stuff in there. They ain't on no rat stuff. But one on was the other one. Bro came in there. You feel me? The police had tried to send a dude in there to be undercover. I'm finna get back to the thing though, y'all. Tried to send bro in there to be like undercover stuff. Bro came in there, he asked for Wayne. He was like, mind you, I'm in the room, I'm all the way in the corner, cause I be back there, you know what I'm saying, gambling, you know what I'm saying. So I'm all the way in the cut. Wayne room next door to mine. Bro done came in talking about some, anybody know Wayne? So I ain't really paying no attention, cause I don't know nothing about what's going on with it, you know what I'm saying. So I'm on the phone, you feel me, the day phone, because my tablet was charged. We got phones on the tablet too, or you had your cell phone. But so I'm on the jail phone, the wild phone. Man, that thing I know. Everybody in there ran down. I mean, well, I ain't gonna say everybody, but like the whole bottom row ran down on Buddy. Wow. I'm talking about they. Yeah. He get up and run over there where I'm at talking about some. What I do? I don't know, but look, bro, look, stop talking to me. You ever had somebody trying to talk to you, just keep, I ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You feel me? The dude that was in there asking about Wayne Alford. Y'all look on Wayne Alford. Wayne Alford. He was the number one hitter on the Phoenix. When they talking about Lil Woody being the number one hitter, hell no. Wayne, Ola Runt, SB. SB is a known hitter. Shannon Stillwell. Anybody in the city tell you, SB the real hitter. SB the real hitter. Thug ain't got no bodies. Bro, I done been in there with these folks and they'll tell you that. That's why the state, like, look, we'll even let Thug go. But y'all too. Nah, please. Why you think they still sitting there? Yeah, got to sit on there looking like he can't tell today from tomorrow. And then they leaked the video of you in the interrogation. You in that motherfucker eating. Oh, you better believe if you sitting in the interrogation room eating a 20-piece hot with lemon pepper, you done told. The man said, well, why? He said, I ain't been around them like that. They just get me in the interrogation room and say, look, Star, you want a shot? Yes. I'm not hungry, but I will take a drink. By the fifth drink, I done told on everybody. Yes. Yep. Come tell you with him. I was coming at the liquor store. It was me, Quinderos, or see, now they was at the McDonald's. I was at the liquor store. You know the liquor store right there by the McDonald's. I was coming out of there. Walked over there. I would take my little drink. By the time I looked up, they pulling up in the car. Say, we just boom, 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 boom. I said, who y'all did that to? Mind you, I don't know if I'm dreaming or alive, because I've been drinking. Yeah, dude, but it ain't a leak video. I've been seeing that video. That's why I was surprised. I think Yak did it with Shannon, just like Yak did it with Shannon with that boy, Shamel Drinks. We know who did it. Okay, if y'all didn't do it, who did it? If Kenneth Copeland, Yak Gotti, Diamante Kendrick, Shannon Stillwell, Threat, or Lil D ain't do it, who did it? First of all, Lil Woody was steady getting beat up by these folks. That will make you want to. Every time you see me, you jumping on me. I can't even go to the store, Craig. You say you had a gun last time you seen him, right? Well, you name one in the hood that play like that. Name one. And don't forget, y'all, you know they took out Lil Woody brother now. You know his brother got, y'all do know that at the green store. They were trying to get him. See, I can't tell you. I can't tell you why the cops sent him. But what we do know is y'all follow that man out at the gas station. He should have had it blick on him. He probably ain't have it blick on him. Man, they caught that boy down bad at that light. Oh, wait, he getting beat up every time you come to the club. Throw it to myself. Hit him back. You ever had to tell a motherfucker, hit him back? Hit him back, motherfucker. Hell, you send up back out of money. And don't let them take my money. If they take my money, if they touch my money, I'ma whoop your ass. Whew. That's why Thug set that fool up. That nigga, you mean to tell me, young Thug, bro, I don't care who you are. Let me get back to the point. I'm gonna get the Hilton part. But I don't care who you are. You're not finna tell me to go in there and talk to the police. You do it. What? But then again, they is calling your phone. Hello? Hey, I need you to come on down here and do what you said you were gonna do. Who it is? You know who the fuck this is? And you need be trying to act like that ain't the police. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get with you on that game. You did. They gonna say, look, man, you gonna have to come in here and tell us about what's going on. And that's what that man did, y'all. My cousin doing a life sentence just because he was in the car when his buddy unalived somebody. And see, that's why I was playing what bro was saying. The dude that, oh no, that's what he was just breaking down to them folks. And he like, look, that's party to a crime. So he breaking it down for them. And I'm like, yeah, you, certain people may know it, but other people may not get the gist of it. A lot of these jurors that be up there are green to what's going on. Some of them, every now and then you will catch one. They call that man person a line. They called that man on the phone and he was sitting at the Thug. Thug said, answer the phone. Hello. He said, go on down there and talk to him. They said, man, we need you to come in here and talk to us or something. He said, if you ain't got nothing to worry about, go on down there and talk to him. I don't think either of them did the unalive, but I do think Shannon may know who did. The car that pulled over. No. Yeah. Yeah, you right now. You know what I'm saying? It ain't proven that he see, this is the thing. That's why, again, y'all gotta pay attention to how Puerto got to play. That's why they trying to say he's at least he's a party to the crime. They saying you was right there when the gunshots when the shots went off. You was at the store. Y'all all left. Y'all pursued this man, which is premeditated. Y'all follow him. And if you not gonna tell us who pulled it, we're gonna hold you just as accountable as the person that pulled it. Well, let me see what y'all saying. Y'all. I'm answering what y'all saying, but I'm not posting it. You saying he said he talked? Oh, what now? I don't think either of them did. Somebody did it. I'm saying the man is gone. Who did it? It was 3 cars of y'all that followed that man. That man came up on the line. Shawty, y'all gotta explain it. Even if you didn't do it, that's why it's called. That's why it's an organization. That's where they going with that. That's why it's an organization. You ain't got to tell. Yeah, you can come up. You more than welcome. Hold on, let me draw the link. Anybody can come up. Especially if I rock with you. Hold on, I'm finna draw the link. Y'all come on up. But it would, yeah, come on up, lay it on us, Evan. Y'all let me get me one more in me. Okay, my bad, y'all. I'm right here. I'm right here. Let's do it. What's going on, Evan?
This is so cool. I never did this before.
Yeah.
What I was saying, like with like with drinks, I agree with what CT was saying. Now my thing is, it could be a scenario like this. Okay, say we like, oh, this the ops. We going, I gotta go to the highway anyway. This the ops. But listen, we not about to do this right here, y'all. I just peeked the camera. We on FaceTime. Call me now. This ain't a good time to do this right now. So he speed off, y'all. We ain't about to do this. And then the third car is like, man, we taking advantage of this opportunity.
Who will be in the third car?
That's what I'm saying. Who was in that car? It wasn't him. And I don't even know if it was the people that was on trial that took a plea. I know, or they might be in that other trial. I don't know. Obviously, somebody did it. I agree. But the way he left and they was there for all that time.
Now, when he left out the gas station, they followed out right behind him.
No. I'm talking about at the scene. Like when it happened, I'm saying like Shannon had left and the other car was still there. What was they doing? Looking at a unalive Shimel for that amount? They were just looking at him.
Well, when you put it like that, this is what I say. You got 3 cars that was right there. You got Shannon's car and the other 2 cars. All 3 of y'all is involved in this. Now,
yeah, that's true if he was in agreement with it. But I'm saying, what if he wasn't? What if he said, I was down with this, but you know how you see it where they're like, okay, y'all,
right?
Like let me out the car type stuff. You know what I'm saying? What if he was on this thing? I see the camera right here, so I'm not.
Who you talking about, Shannon?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get you, but Shannon, that's why they tying him back to nut situation. They saying this is what he do. But in the city of Atlanta, we know this what Shannon do.
Okay, so they're using his characterization, but honestly, the nut one, I thought that was a stretch, but now that I see it's based off of Woody and QZ testimony, I see how they put that on him. But
yeah,
you know, it's based off of the testimony. I don't know. I just feel like
they can't prove it because he not the trigger. We can all agree he not the trigger man.
It don't seem like that. But Miss Hilton, her theory is that he started it.
And see, that's why they trying to say what the dude was up there explaining, saying that party to a crime.
Yeah.
It's all equal. If you left this gas, why did you get on the highway doing 90 after this man lost his life? You weren't a citizen and called the police.
Now that's the thing too.
See, that's how they look at it. You didn't call the police. You fled with the suspects. Y'all fled first. So you could have easily told the people that were behind you, hey, look, get them. You feel me? You could have called the hit.
Yeah. He could have called it, or he could have said, y'all doing too much right now. We got to hold out. I'm getting the hell away from y'all.
But see, it don't go like when you see your op at the store, the first thing you going to say is, oh, I got him. In the street, that's what we saying. We ain't talking about let them go. I got you.
Or if I'm sitting there and I know this ain't a good idea, I may be trying to tell you, nah, not right now, because we're on camera and it's right here and it's right there. That third car just pulled up out of nowhere.
I'm gonna tell you.
What part of the science?
Right, what part of the science?
How can I see? This took me to another app, but it's all good.
What? You on StreamYard?
Yeah, so I can't see the YouTube stuff.
Oh, you can't. You go on YouTube. You could have. Okay, so on your YouTube thing, you could have. Did you hit the link in the bio?
I had the link from the chat, and then it opened up another. It opened up
Yeah,
StreamYard.
open up StreamYard. Yeah, you got to open it up in browser. Then you would still be on YouTube. I don't really know. I can't remember, but you still be on YouTube and see the stuff too.
Oh, okay. It's all good though.
Yeah,
That's all I wanted to come up here and say, because even now, had his attorney said something to the extent of him not like, or him wanting to get away or something, because to me, even party to a crime could be questionable at that point, because he got the hell out of Dodge. That's how I see it. My nerves bad. I'm trying to tell y'all, boy, we on camera. I done peeped this camera right here. I'm getting up out of here.
Two things. I see these dudes, right, when we be in Wright Street, right? It's cameras all through there. And dudes be doing stuff talking about, oh, that camera don't work. A lot of people be thinking cameras don't work.
Okay.
You feel me? Have you ever heard somebody say that? They be like, oh, that camera probably don't work. And I'll be like, man, the whole time it's green and red.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's recording and listening. When I'm in Wright Street, these folks be doing, when they be doing what they do. And oh, that camera don't work. Then you turn around right now and they got everything on camera.
That's what I'm saying.
They be deep like that. So it's like, look, even with that, and it's on camera. Now y'all at the gas station, y'all bump into y'all out. See, that's the thing about that type of community. Everybody go to the same sports bar, same gas station, know the same women, it's all enclosed.
Yeah.
You know, so now you see bro at the store. That man by himself. Shamil was by himself, wasn't he?
I think so. Yeah.
See, that's what they call them lacking. They just keep it real.
Yeah.
They call them lacking, caught them at the store. They got to explain. They caught them lacking, they caught them at the store. We gonna follow. And they showed y'all leaving that BP behind it, man, and that man came up on a lie. Period. Y'all got to, you got to explain that. And Shannon, and we get it. We get it. No snitching. You feel? We get that. But if you ain't gonna snitch, that means you ready to take that time, because somebody gonna take their time.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That was suck, man. I couldn't do it. Listen, my whole defense was I was getting hell up out of Dodge. They got us playing.
Why they did it? Get the McDonald's video and why didn't they try to find the fourth?
See, that's why I said to start earlier. It's gonna boil down to if the jury cares that much. The jury can go either way, because they may not. Yeah, that's what we saying. He didn't cause that, but now we talking about if he was a party to it.
He was there.
Yeah, we know he didn't.
Listen. This is what I don't know. I mean, you talked about this though, but this is the thing. Now, let's not forget that girl Taisha said she drove a white Charge. I mean, she drove a Charge. There was a Charger involved in this situation. It ain't we know she'll pop that thing.
Yeah, you talking about the one that bust the U-turn.
The Charger, it was a white one.
It was at the gas station too, and the bust the U-turn.
It was at the gas station too. Now we don't know who all was in that Charge, but she got.
Guess what else we don't know? We don't know who all was in Shannon's car.
We don't. But what we do know is she was with Shannon when they rented that Audi.
Yeah.
But we also know y'all rented an Audi when you got a Charger. Why you didn't just use your car?
Okay. Yeah, it's really gonna boil down to like if the jury, like I said, they care enough to ask all those additional questions. And then the thing with Nut.
Taisha.
Yeah.
Now they were asking who had the thing. Yeah, I remember Taisha said she got that charge. That's why they kept asking her about it. And she said, well, I get it wrapped every 3 months. What's the
Yeah.
original color? What color was it on this particular day? See, they not asking the right questions.
Yeah, it's a lot of things, you know, like with Yak, the jury asked to see the video of him getting in the car and then the car going past to do the unalive and whatnot. I guess maybe to compare the cars, but the state's theory is that he switched cars, which is quite a reach, in my opinion. So that's why I felt like, you know, they just was trying to like go based off of Woody and what they said. And then Woody I had put this in the comments when I rewatched it, his phone pinged at his girlfriend's house the time of that whole thing. So
that was that phone. Where the other phone was it?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, see, here go what happens, y'all. Here go the undergod truth. Woody goddamn was breaking in cars, man. Woody was breaking in folk car. He was hitting folks at crucial shop. That was back when breaking in car was a big thing. I never broke in cars, but I knew people that did. And even like at birthday bed, my partner broke in a car and they hit for like $500,000, $500,000. You see? So people used to break in cars a lot. And that's what Woody was doing at Club Crucial. He broke in that car, he stole nut chain, cell phone, and all that. We already know this. He said he answered the man's phone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something, and I know this for a fact. He also stole Birdman chain. You see? He was stealing folks' store. He was breaking in their folk car. He was coming out on the J store and cashing out. No, and they were running into him. They were doing like Izzel, beating him up. You feel me? Oh, we catch him in the club with no money, man. They did little Jane in there, goddamn, man, beat him up. You feel? We ain't gonna do nothing to you because you really take. But then you run back and telling the police. Did what goddamn Woody had going on. Woody ain't never been goddamn. Tell me who Woody stepped on. Everybody start, they gonna tell you, they gonna say, oh yeah, Star did that in the third. Yeah. You say that about LB, they gonna tell you. When you talking about Ken and Kobe, who he stepped on? Who? They got you tied in. You did that the net out of embarrassment. That's why that man Sammy, that was the car wash dude, said, I seen Woody hanging out the window. That was his first statement to the police. That was why Woody got charged. Then Woody tried to run down there and tell the police, oh, nah, I ain't went me. I ain't had nothing to do with it because you was scared. They had your head. Bro, your people, the community, the hood, ain't finna be coming for me if I ain't had nothing to do with this situation. Coming for me so strong to where I lost my brother and I'm running to the police.
Okay, so this is the craziest thing. Why do you think he made that video?
Who?
Woody and Threat and the homicide. Can I say that on
he
here?
made that video because okay, I asked my partner. My partner is the one who signed Fujiano. Me and that man talked about it. I can call him right now. Me and him talked about it. He said, man, look, Woody wanted to do that video. He said, and my partner who signed Fujiano, no, he was like, I didn't know that's what that was. So Woody did that as a shot. That's why he had Threat in the video with him. Woody, Threat, Shannon, and Yak.
That's why I think they're not going to convict nobody for that one. Because it's just too much.
Yeah, they can't prove it. They can't prove it. I think they're gonna beat that one, but that Shamel drinks is kind of like y'all was, you feel me? It's like y'all were there when I don't want to be nowhere in the vicinity or nothing like that.
Yeah.
You done had people go to jail for less.
Right.
You ain't finna say I would act like what a person got unalive. That's too much. Like that's a gamble, especially in front of the jury. You mean I'm listen? Cause they gonna say, well, if you didn't do it, who did it? That's why it become a no snitching thing. Well, I'm ready to ride. Then I ain't gonna tell no guy who did it. I'm ready to ride. I ain't finna ride for no him. I ain't do. I'm not riding for one I did do.
I'm trying to tell you.
You did who? Who? I just told y'all. Listen to me.
Perhaps he don't know though. I would hate that to be the situation. He wasn't in that car. He don't know who did it. What he supposed to say? Everybody that was behind.
You get me in this interrogation room with some shots, I'm gonna find out for you.
I feel you. I feel you.
Nah, that was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke. I ain't even do that.
No, this crazy. I want to get back down so I can see the chat and comments and stuff though. Cause
Yeah, hold on, Mr. Bond want to come up. What's going on, Mr. Bond?
Hey.
What you got for me? You can hear me.
You hear me?
We can hear you.
All right, wait a minute. I'm ready to turn the TV down.
Where Evie go? Evie, you ain't have to leave, Evie. This thing task. Multi-panel. Evie done got the hell on.
Can you hear me now, sir?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Evie, pull back up. Evie know what she be talking about too now. What going on though, Miss Lavonna? What you got?
Oh yeah, tell Evie to come back. Nothing.
Yeah,
I
I
just
think
want to see.
Evie new to this swag.
Oh, she don't know if a lot of people can be on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
But
just
yeah,
want to see
what's
the.
up?
I just want to see Hilton. When I tell you Hilton rocked out and she broke it down so that we can understand it. Showed us more stuff because it was too much commotion going on. But man, Hilton came straight
She
like
laid
she
it down.
came. Man,
I
it's like she came
heard some
straight
of
off
what
Cle.
Hilton was saying.
Man, it's like that motherfucker came straight off Cleveland Avenue.
I'm
She was breaking
never
it
get to
down.
it. I was trying to look at it like, cause I was trying to figure out how they set it up. You feel me? Cause it's important for people to hear what old boy saying. Cause old boy setting it up for the jury, like, look, we ain't gotta prove 1, 2, 3. All we gotta do is prove that these folk was there. And like like you were saying, the acting dude, when he played that what Shannon was rapping about, and he's saying y'all did it, man. They're like, I see what they doing. They setting up the chair boy and they putting in the jury head. They are, you feel me?
I
It's
mean,
gonna
just
be
think
hard
about
for
it.
Doug Weinstein to make sure the guy ain't make them think anything otherwise when you got unalivings that's in your face.
Look, it's just like one of the guests in the chat said if we was the jury. Okay. And the way you gonna play it, but the way Hilton broke it down. And she said the key thing. If you were gonna go in there and she understands the criminal aspect, you're gonna come in and you're gonna minimize what you do. Anybody would. We understand that. But if you were gonna go in and lie, why not lie on some other people? Why lie on your friends? And just like you brought up the point about the boy that wasn't indicted, she was like, we gonna deal with him another day. But the reason why all them charges was dropped because Detective Sprinkle didn't have enough to corroborate. The first guy that he told, he couldn't corroborate it. When Woody and Quindarius got in the room, they told everything on their friends and they left their real participation out of it. Just go look, man. She broke that shit down. It from the car shootings to the ballistic. You got them talking about, well, man, all we need to do is get the money for the lawyers because the car gonna be clean. She got the evidence and stuff that the car was clean. It's shit that they allowed to use in the closing argument to prove their case that they couldn't introduce in the case.
Right.
But they can, when you'll see it when she break that shit down.
Hold on,
Just
I got it
go.
right now, guy.
If you go and start with her in that red suit and just her, she gives a rebuttal to everything that Sharp. She kept calling them out by name too. Let's get to what Sharp said. See,
All right,
he
I got
played you.
All right, I'm playing now.
All right.
I knew about the other side of Hilton. I'm trying to tell y'all about these motherfuckers down there. Cause y'all better go down there for to kind of see what's going on. Oh, they ain't playing that no. He get man play.
Thank you very much. All right, Miss Hilton.
I gave me one.
Good evening. I know y'all tired. And I
But y'all, a lot of y'all done caught this. Y'all put me up on game. Y'all start doing me like this.
For a little while, I'm gonna say
Okay, my bad, y'all. Hold on.
You want to put me and you down? I mean, on the side so they can see.
Going about to do right now.
Like every one of us has said, we thank you for your sacrifice. We know that we have taken you away from family, friends, trips, work. Maybe y'all didn't want to go to work, but from work to be here with us. And so we're going to ask of you just to bear with us for a little while longer. Now, Mr. Weinstein said something very interesting.
What he said?
He said something to the effect of the state should be ashamed of themselves for targeting people of color. And I was a little taken aback. Why? Because I am a person of color. The majority of this prosecution team are people of color. And we are not targeting people of color. We are targeting gang members who decided to wreak havoc on communities in Fulton County. And the ironic part of the community that they violated were those communities were communities of color. See, no one rarely talks about the victims in this case. But the victims in this case, most of them are people of color. Because in Fulton County, you don't get to victimize anyone in our county without being held accountable for your actions. And what we're going to ask of you today is hold both of these defendants accountable for their actions. Because they are guilty of every single crime for which they are charged. But as both Mr. Shard and Mr. Weinstein were talking, I was reminded that what is right is often forgotten or what is convenient. And see, in this case for them, it's convenient to blame Kenneth Copeland for the murder of Donovan Thomas. Well, we're gonna talk about that doesn't even make sense. For them, it is convenient to tell you that we have not met.
What the? Wait a fucking minute. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
They just get YSL tatted on them. They just get snakes tatted on them just for the fun of it. That's convenient for them, but that is not the truth. And while it may have taken some time for us to get all that evidence out here, it took a while. Some days the evidence came out good. Some days the evidence came out bad. Some days I had to take a couple of breaks. At the end of the day,
Woody done paid them off, shouter. Woody paid shouting them off. Woody done paid shouting them off.
they commit criminal street gang activity.
Woody done paid shouting them off. Why pay an attorney when you can pay the prosecutor? Hello.
And then I'm also reminded of a story that a colleague told me a long time ago about someone who worked as a border patrol officer. And this person worked as a border patrol officer for a number of years. And while they were working border patrol, a guy would come through the border with a red bike every day. And every day that that person would come through with a red bike, he had a basket on the front of the bike. And inside of the basket was some food. Now, every day, this guy would come through, and the border patrol officer thought something was kind of fishy, but he never found anything. He always found baskets with sand inside of it. This happened for a few months. Well, one day, the border patrol guy was leaving that job. He was going to a new job, and he was at a bar. And who walks into the bar? The guy with the red bike. So the border patrol guy says to him, I'm getting ready to leave my job, but I'm interested. There's something was fishy about that red bike. What were you doing with that red bike? And the guy was like, nothing, don't worry about it. Congratulations to you. The night proceeded. The Border Patrol guy got some more drinks in the system, said, you know what? Can you tell me about this red bike? Because something just doesn't seem right. Every time I would see the red bike, you would have sand in the basket. Tell me what was going on. Guy said, don't worry about it. Finally, at the end of the night, Border Patrol guy is really sophisticated. He said, just tell me, I'm not going to remember what happened. You're not going to get in trouble. Tell me what you remember. And what the guy said was,
Hey, look, all that money Woody making, he could really retire shorty.
focus on the basket with the sand.
He really could have dropped the bag on her like, listen,
You red bike every single
keep me clear. I got you.
So you were so focused.
Infinity YSL case, I'm gonna retire you. If it was me and I ran up $1 million, oh, I definitely have one of them guys, man.
For the last about 3.5 hours they argued,
100,000.
you gonna listen right
200,000. Which one, shout? Call $1 million, and we good. $250,000, man. I'm good with you, shout.
APD, somebody stole this watch.
Why give it to the attorney when you can give it to the prosecutor?
Watch is left back in the house, but they want you to focus on this watch because if you focus on the watch, you're gonna miss the evidence in front of you. Talked about no reports. You know, Viverito, she didn't write any reports. Well, what she told you is she wrote her information in the affidavits. Affidavits that get sworn before a judge. Probably better than reports because a judge has to actually read that information. But if you focus on the fact that Viverito didn't write any reports, you're gonna miss what's right in front of you. Mr. Wines, we talked about length of time. We talked about that. Knowledge of co-conspirators. I think at one point in time, Mr. Shard said, Mr. Minor, who stabbed Lucci, he doesn't know Mr. Kendrick or Mr. Stillwell? Maybe not. But he knows Khalif Adams, who's the one who had set up stabbing Lucci. Khalif Adams knows those two. Well, knows Mr. Stillwell. Khalif Adams knows Garlington. And so some way, somehow, though, Mr. Stillwell knew on February 9th that Lucci got stabbed. Well, how does he know that? How is that in a text message? That wasn't broadcast to the world. So this idea that just because Mr. Myrick doesn't know him specifically does not mean that they're not guilty of the crime when they commit. They talk about witness credibility, specifically about experts and what our experts say. But if you go back to any of our experts' testimony, Belknap, Dennis, Gaither, Underwood, the things that they talked about, there were examples of it. They talked about why it was a hybrid gang. It was Bloods and Crips, and they kind of got together. Well, we know that's true because Martinez Arnold is a Crip. Some of them, Mr. Williams was a Blood. You saw when we talk about sex, money, murder. You see them hanging out together. You see them committing crimes together. Mr. Kendrick and Mr. Arnold in a car with guns on their way to Trestle Tree. We can infer, well, shoot it up. That's what they talked about when it says a hybrid gang. They talked about the music, and we're going to get to the music in a minute. They talked about the fact that gang members use their music in order to brag, promote what they've done in the gang. And we'll see examples of that in a moment. We talked about your duty earlier today, but again, just to be reminded, you're supposed to be a fair and impartial juror, honestly seeking the truth. You are not to seek doubt. So when you go in the back, you're supposed to say to yourself, what happened on January 10th? What is the truth about what happened? And is there evidence towards the truth? That is what you're here for. Seek the truth, you follow the law, and you deliberate. Now, I want to tell you this. If you go to the back to deliberate, and one of your numbers says, I'm not deliberating, I'm going into the bathroom, I'm not doing any of this. You need to bring that to the deputy's attention so they can bring it to the court's attention. Because you have a duty to deliberate. A duty to sit down, evaluate the facts, evaluate the evidence, and apply it to the law. So let's talk about the evidence of the defendant's guilt. So earlier this morning, Mr. Adkins talked to you about count 57, participation in criminal street gang activity. He talked to you about count 1, conspiracy to violate the RICO Act, and counts 50 and 51. I'm not going to harp on that again, but I thought it interesting when Mr. Weinstein said, well, we haven't proved count 50 and 51 and 57. You know, the state, they're all dressed in red. We are. Red's probably my favorite color. But you know the one thing that's different? We don't do criminal gang activity. And the court's going to define what that is. See, we're not here because people wear the same colors. They can wear all the greens they want. They can wear all the snakes they want. If they all want to tattoo YSL on them, that's fine. We told it's not a crime to be a part of a gang. The crime is when you start doing criminal street gang activity, like murdering Donovan Thomas, murdering Chanel Drinks, murdering Jamari Holmes. That is what the violation is, not being a member of a gang. So you'll see, and we said it again, that on the left-hand side were the charges for Mr. Kendrick, on the right-hand side were the charges for Mr. Stillwell, and in the middle is what they were both charged with. So Mr. Kendrick is charged with possession of marijuana with intent to distribute. That's from May 9, 2022, when he was found running from Mr. Williams' house. Remember, the officer came and said that they both must have been out of breath and he ran from the house. And the drugs and the guns that were found inside of the house, the marijuana and the guns that were found in the house. So in order to prove this, we have to show that the defendant possessed with the intent to distribute any amount of marijuana. Marijuana includes all parts of the plant. What it does not include is the hemp products and all those other technical terms that I'm not going to try to pronounce for you tonight. We have to show that he possessed it and has possessed the marijuana or the firearm. We're going to talk about the firearm in a moment. Possession must be actual, constructive, sold, or joint. So we're going to tell you that it's not actual possession. No one caught him with the marijuana in the hand. We're going to talk about constructive possession. At the time of the alleged offense, he did not have direct physical control over the marijuana or firearm, but did not only have both the ability and the intention to exercise control over the marijuana. We know he doesn't have sole possession, so we'll focus on joint possession. Defendant share possession of marijuana or firearms with at least one other person. What evidence do we have of it? And I know Mr. Weinstein said we didn't have any evidence. We do. Pictures are evidence. That's direct evidence like we talked about earlier. This is the side of the home of Mr. Williams. That's the money counter that was sitting next to the Tupperware bowl full with the marijuana. That's the Tupperware bowl full with the marijuana. That's the more marijuana that was in that cabinet in that same kitchen, right across from where the Tupperware bowl of the marijuana was. And those are the two guns that were found inside that area. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you heard the testimony that SWAT, when they came, did not immediately make entry into the house. It was like announced, it was loud. So I submit to you that they had the opportunity to put stuff away, to hide stuff, because they didn't just come in immediately, ladies and gentlemen. So you can take that into consideration as you deliberate. Possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. So the state must prove that the defendant had a firearm on his person or within arm's reach while committing a crime against or involving another person. For Mr. Stillwell, it's murder. For Mr. Kendrick, it's the possession of marijuana with intent to distribute. So how do we show this? On the left is Shannon Stillwell. That is Mr. Drinks inside of the vehicle. We know that Mr. Drinks was shot with a 40 caliber gun, possibly of a Glock, and we're going to talk about this Glock in a moment. So you can infer, although we do not have the gun, that Mr. Stillwell possessed the gun that shot and killed Mr. Drinks because he's dead and because we have the bullets. You can infer that that's that circumstantial evidence. Your direct evidence is someone is deceased. You have bullets. We know those bullets come from a Glock firearm. So the only way you can infer that the shooter, Mr. Stillwell, possessed a firearm. Mr. Kendrick, again, you have the firearms inside of the house at the time when the house was raided. There were two found inside of that cabinet. there was the one that's found on this counter. Now, they're also both charged with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. You have to show for Mr. Stillwell, he has 2 counts. And interestingly enough, I was listening, Mr. Sharp never talked about count 64. So, but we're gonna talk about count 64. But count 52 is that he's a convicted felon and he had a firearm when he murdered Chanel Drinks. And in count 64, which is when he was apprehended, the gun that was found in the middle of the road, that we charged him with that weapon as well. And then again with Mr. Kendrick, that there were guns and drugs at Allison Drive on May 9th. And let me also say that in the indictment, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon is going to be a lesser included of what is charged. What is charged is a different charge, but possession of a firearm by a convicted felon is a lesser charge, and the court is going to instruct you, and you can find both of them guilty so long as you believe that both of them possess a firearm and they have been previously convicted of a felony. What do you have in evidence? You have State's Exhibit 60G and State's Exhibit 30Q. Both of those are the indictments of Mr. Stillwell, which he was charged with and convicted of a felony. So that is the felony that we're saying he should not have been in violation of, or he should not have possessed the firearm. As I just discussed, because he's a convicted felon, he should have never had a firearm when he murdered Chanel Drinks. For count 64, what do we have? Remember, this is on March 17th, after they fled from the Chick-fil-A. And remember, Trooper Campbell came in and said that he found the gun in the middle of the road. You saw the dash cam video where he kind of turned around and said, and found this gun. Then we brought in Mr. Stillwell's former girlfriend at the time, Taisha Alexander. She said that she aborted the gun. That was her gun. That gun came back to Ms. Alexander when we were able to compare the serial numbers on both the gun that was collected and the receipt from Arrowhead Pond. And further, we played these jail calls, wiretap calls for you.
Hello? Yeah. I don't know. China Paul was like, give me play on a high-speed chase to the Baba house.
Yeah.
Why have he in a high-speed chase if he ain't a rental? His rental legit.
Yeah.
He got my legit gun.
So the fact that she says he got my legit gun, which is that gun right here, he should never have ever even been in possession of it.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on either, because usually they'll call, like how he got my gun.
Yeah.
They'll call and be like, come get your gun, but they ain't even call me. So I don't know if where my gun is, I don't know what's going on.
And again, this phone call was done on March 17th, the day he got arrested. The day Mr. Stillwell, got arrested. Now for Mr. Kendrick, you have in evidence State's Exhibit 487 BV, which is a certified copy of conviction of Mr. Kendrick. And again, because he's a convicted felon, he should not have been in constructive possession of any of these guns that are inside the home. So now, based upon what we have shown you, they are guilty of, right now, count 1, count 50, 51, 52, 54, 57, 58, 61, 63, and 64. So let's spend some time on the murders, because that is what we need to talk about. So for the murders, Mr. Stillwell is charged with count 2 and count 49, which is Donovan Thomas Jr. and Chanel Drinks. And Mr. Kendrick's charged solely with count 2, which is the death of Donovan Thomas Jr. You're going to hear the court read you an instruction about intent. Intent is every essential element of any crime must be proved by the state beyond a reasonable doubt. It may be shown in many ways, provided that you, the jury, believe that it existed from the proven facts before you. It may be inferred from the proven circumstances or by acts and conduct, or it may be in your discretion inferred when it is the natural and necessary consequence of the act. Intent does not mean an intention to violate the law or to violate a criminal statute, but it means simply the intention to commit the act that is prohibited by the statute. So what are the elements that we have to prove for murder? That Mr. Stillwell and Mr. Kendrick caused the death of another person, here, Donovan Thomas and Shamel Drake, unlawfully and with malice of forethought. What is malice? It is not necessarily ill will or hatred, rather it is the unlawful intent to kill. You may find malice when the circumstances show the defendant acted with deliberate intention to unlawfully take the life of another person, or where there does not appear to be significant provocation and all the circumstances show an abandoned and malignant heart. You often hear about premeditation. Some of you like watching these crime shows. The state does not have to prove premeditation to prove murder. So we don't have to sit and say you planned it out and you all mapped it out and that you knew you were going to kill Donovan Thomas or Shamel Drinks right at that moment. If a killing is done with malice, it is murder regardless of how briefly the malicious intent existed. So when Diamante Kendrick rode by the barbershop and they saw Donovan Thomas sitting outside with his friends, and I'm going to submit to you, they started calling saying, yo, Donovan's out here. Let's go do this. That's enough. Or with Shamel Drinks, when Shannon and Garlington are sitting in the car and they're backed in and they see Mr. Drinks pull in and they realize, oh snap, that's the dude from the Shell Cal post. And they see him walking up and they decide at that moment they're going to get him because they're going to get revenge, they're going to get back. That's enough right there. Doesn't have to be days planned. Within moments, that is enough. No specific length of time is required for malice to arise in the defendant's mind. It may be formed in a moment, and instantly a fatal wound may be inflicted. If malice was in the defendant's mind at the time of the act of the killing and moves the defendant to do it, that is enough for the killing to.
I want to say something real quick. All right. I want y'all to pay very close attention to something because we're not going to act like this didn't happen. See, and I said it in the comments. Why did Rachel Kaufman made it known that Taisha Alexander got immunity? Why would you need immunity? You know why she needed immunity? Because a week before Shannon got caught up, she had just pow-powed a lady at somebody else's apartment. That was not her place of residency. That was our homegirl crib. And them girls came down the stairs, they tried you and they did all they made the shade room and everything like that. Let's not forget, a person got hit that night. You don't normally just go home. I've been in that situation. I done pop out, I done hit, and I've done it on my properties. Still went to jail. People done pulled up on me on some rah-rah, and I done aired it out, and I went to jail. That's just how that go. And they even asked me, hey, who you got beef with? What's going on? I can't tell you nothing. I don't care if it was self-defense. Even if it was self-defense, you still going to jail. That's just how Fulton County is. I'm telling y'all the truth, y'all. That's just how Fulton County is. You're still going to go to jail and go to your preliminary hearing and all that. You feel? See, so I'm breaking it back, and what I'm saying is, a week after that, mind you, I keep telling y'all, man, y'all keep up with me, please. You went with this man to rent this Audi. You drive a Charger. A Charger was definitely on the scene of this crime. The Audi that you rented with, bro, was on the scene of this crime. You are known to pop them things. You got up there on the stand and said, I own anywhere from 5, 6, or 7 pows. That's what she said. She said, "Do you own woo?" She said, "Yeah, about 5 or 6." She said 5 or 6 or 6 or 7. Regardless, that's not normal for a female. That's a female who goes and get pows. And I got them. I do the same thing. That's how I can talk to y'all about it. I do the same thing. But see, I ain't no convicted felon. But I may be on probation. I may be out on bond. I might whatever. So I know what we looking at. Don't no female go in the store. Do y'all understand that they asked this lady about a FN? And I got a FN. You're not a female buying an FN. And mind you, this is an FN that the police has recovered. Ma'am, did you buy this? Yes, I did. Who did you buy it for? Let's stop playing. You bought it for bro. That's what you did. Because a female don't know nothing about a FN. Let's just be honest. A female can't tell you one thing about the FN. 9, yeah. 40, pushing it. 4-5, nigga. You feel me? A female going in there getting a 22, 25, 380, a 9. A Glock 9 at best. When you got FNs tied to your name, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Y'all hit my cash out. I'm gonna tell y'all something. You talking gun trafficking. You're talking gun trafficking. You're talking gun trafficking. You're buying guns in your name and putting them in the streets, and that's why these crimes are being committed, because people like you, Taisha, are providing the firearms. It's gun trafficking. When you go and you buy these guns and you put them out, because guess what? If you weren't going in the store and buying these guns and doing this stuff, they wouldn't have been able to use these guns. And I'm gonna tell y'all something, because I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. See, gun laws are so open, they're so wide. But then you got where you can go in the store and get a gun. You can buy it and you can sell it. And that's just your business. But see, what happens is these pows, they start to get involved in crimes. And now it's time you back. That's why she went up there and needed immunity. Because you're just as guilty. Because guess what? That's what they talking about, y'all. That's what they talking about when they say party to a crime. If you provided it, you are part of it. Period. But that's why she went up there and got immunity. Because without immunity, the same thing, they giving all the stitches. If you got immunity, you a rat. They gave her immunity because she's a rat. That's why Shannon Stillwell didn't want nothing else to do with you. You a rat, and you gave the police a pow, and you try to link it to me. I don't rock with you. You a liar. You conniving. You will do anything to see me buried. The whole time you out here talking about something, then you got the audacity to go up and do an interview talking about something. I like girls. You're confused with yourself. Lock her up. If you're going to free Shannon, lock up Taisha. Because Taisha bought the guns. You went your stupid ass in there and got that. And then you had the audacity to shoot somebody. Y'all tell me, well. Had the audacity to use it against somebody. And then do an interview and say that, this, that, and the third. Somebody gonna be held accountable, child. And see, what people gotta understand is this. Shannon still where gonna be held accountable. Yeah, got it. Diamante, y'all gonna be held accountable, y'all. Why y'all think they drug it out this far? If they would, okay, put it like this. I'm telling y'all something, shout. If the state thought y'all had them, then they gave Thug a plea. They not fucking with y'all. Why y'all think that is? They finna bury y'all. Y'all charges are never coming home. And SB, I'm sorry. I ain't even sorry. I'm sorry to tell y'all. It ain't about being cute. It's about what she's saying. Y'all, they're not finna go in there. There's no way y'all can go in there and beat this when your co-defendants have taken a plea. So if you play out to the gang charges, mind you, Thug play it out. And this is y'all leader. This is y'all commander in chief. Your commander in chief play it out. You know why he did that? Because he didn't want to get caught up in y'all shit. Let's be honest. They done took the pleas. I'm not. Thug is okay. Put it like this. Thug was charged with a RICO. You feel me? Gang charges. Some shit I can fuck with. Unaliving. Thug ain't have no unaliving charge on him. So why would, you know what? Let me go. 15 years probation. Yes, I'll take it. Because what's coming for y'all, I ain't ready for. What's coming for Shannon and Yak, that's what I'm saying. Let's be honest. Yak sitting up there. Yak looks stupid as fuck to me. Yak sitting up there looking like, and then, y'all, I'm sorry. But then, in the midst of this, they release your interrogation video to where you eating chicken wings. You're eating chicken wings and telling. You said, I ain't been around Kenneth Copeland. You said you ain't been around somebody like that, but you aware why you will go around them. Huh? I've been seeing this video. But they done brought it back out. Yak Gotti. We can't act like you wasn't in there telling too. Huh? You mean to tell me, y'all telling me, we did not just see, okay, let me play it. How about that? How about the fuck that? Okay? Because I'm trying to get a better understanding as to why the fuck, all right, oh no, yeah. I'm tell y'all the truth. I ain't trying to know how to spell my way interrogation. Hold on, guys. Cause this shit crazy, man. Y'all ain't nobody gonna talk about no goddamn. Hold on, Yak Gotti. And listen, look at this. Look at this shit. Interrogation. I can't even spell interrogation. I can spell it, but I chose not to. You understand? You want? Hey, look at this shit. What food is? This a rat. You can get and people be trying to act like hey, you get I don't know what's saying. Cause you get up here on the motherfucking stand and start that like Hold on, yeah. And then start trying to act like a motherfucker. And don't know what you know. Yeah, got it. You nigga, you ain't gangster. You a tattletale. Rat bitch. You rat ass bitch. I said it. You a rat bitch. Which one I'm on, y'all? Why this shit ain't doing like I wanna do? Alright, look. He finna start talking. You can't tell me. You in that chat guys room talking. Let's get to the part he ain't chicken wing. Odors and notice and shit. Fuck this nigga, dog. Fuck you, you rat bitch. You a rat bitch. You a rat bitch. You a rat fucking bitch. And you mean to tell me niggas is scared in the streets about this rat bitch? That's what the fuck y'all telling me. You talking about a nigga that's sitting in it. Bro, I'm still on the ankle monitor game. Look, I keep catching charges. I keep catching charges. You ain't finna get me in no interrogation room. Woo! But I stood on me and I clapped his ass. Nigga, what's him? What him? Ain't got nothing to talk about. Ain't got nothing to talk about with you, bro. I'm finna smoke me one. Look at this nigga. He eating American Deli. You a rat bitch. Hold on. Hey, hold on real quick. You mean to tell me, dog? Hold on. How I do this shit, guy? Oh, it's right here, right? Y'all mean to tell me niggas is scared of niggas that's in the interrogation room telling? Yak Gotti. This is Yak Gotti. That's why I'm glad we come together and talk. Cause I ain't scared of just for real. While other people sitting there talking about like they say this. Bruh. This man is in the interrogation room telling in hot wings. He told on Thug. Just like Woody. They locked you up because Woody told on y'all. I mean, and Yak got it told on Duke 60. What's his name? Martinez. When Yak said, "Oh, I gave him the pow because in retaliation." I'm trying to figure out, are we all watching the same case? Are we now? That's what I'm saying, y'all. The prosecutors are messing up their own case. You got these people telling on each other. I swear, when Woody got up there, when Kenneth Copeland got up there on that stand that first time and started playing, man, y'all should have baptized him. Y'all locked him up over the weekend, man. You should have left his ass in jail. You should let them folk eat him. Y'all let that man get out and make money. And that's why y'all locked them up. Came Monday, Caleb Bumper came in there, ran the play on y'all. The same lady who married Shannon Stillwell, the same dude that Kenny told on. Y'all let them run a play on y'all. Man, lock all of them up. Facts. Y'all let goddamn Kenneth Copeland, man, y'all should have left him in jail. These folks talking about wearing wires and everything like that. Man, listen, F. Kenneth Copeland, y'all should have left him in jail. Then his partner threat get knocked off. And then you got the nerve to think that somebody scared of a man that will run into the police doing all this telling. Your partner got knocked off. You didn't get no get back. You running around playing with Caleb Bumpers who end up marrying the dude that you told on. I don't know what kind of freaky ass shit y'all got going on. But this ain't making no kind of sense to me. And I believe all y'all need to be hit with a new Rico. I'm finna smoke me, man. Yeah, man. Because one thing, man, now we turn up over here on one light, and we talk about what's real. So now you got lawyers marrying. What the fuck? Caleb Bumpers is marrying Shayla. What's his name? Shayla. Not Shayla. I'm gonna call him Shayla so bad. And I'm gonna tell y'all something else I heard about it. I heard he really but anyway. But anyway, what's that boy name? Shannon Stillwell, Shannon Jackson. He done went and married this lady. And then people try to tell me I was crazy when I was like, I was at the courthouse. Not when they got married, but when they started circuit line. Why would Caleb Bumper marry Shannon? Shannon Jackson is definitely going to prison. He's definitely going. Y'all can deliberate or liberate, manipulate all y'all want to. But at the end of the day, y'all mean to tell me he ain't going to prison? Okay. Let me ask y'all this. All this is allegedly. If they didn't do it, who unalive? Okay. Who did it to Shamel Drinks? I'll wait. I'm just having a real conversation with y'all. I'm just asking. Who did it? Shamel Drinks. Who did it? I mean, he was at the gas station, and the only people at the gas station were people that had problems with him. So he left the gas station and ends up unalive. I mean, at what point do we have a heart for the family? At what point do we say, man, Shamel Drinks is gone? Okay, yes. That's y'all business. That's y'all street stuff. That's y'all young folks stuff. I'm a grown man. We all grown. That's them young folks stuff. But it still hurt. It hurt to see these young brothers going through what they going through. It hurt to see you can't even go to the gas station and get no gas because you're beefing in the streets. And your family left to hurt. Yeah, they up there on trial. They making songs about what they did. In the name of slime, in the name of all on because they rappers and they got it. Your family ain't got it. But you know what they left with? Shamel Drink's family is left picking up the pieces, and it hurts. It hurts. See, a lot of people ain't been left there to pick up the pieces. Just saying, look, I want justice, and my justice ain't even trying to lock nobody up. But if y'all just tell me what happened, I'm good with it. See, that's how the hood work. If you would just tell me, I know my son wasn't the best. I know what my child was involved in. But will you just tell me so I can have a peace of heart, peace of mind as a parent? Yeah. Y'all can go to trial. Y'all can go to court. Y'all can do all that. Try. I'm not going to come in there and say nothing against y'all because I know what they come with. But if y'all would just do me the courtesy of saying why this happened to my child, I'm good with that. See, this is a lot of mothers that was hurt. The moms was hurt because I'm going to tell y'all something now. Let's go back and look at it like this, and let's be honest, okay? And I'm going to finish playing this. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to finish playing what Hilton had to say, but I want y'all to understand something. You got a mother Back in the day, she 17, 18, 19, 20. Y'all know how we think we grown. I'm talking about back in the day. She meet a dude and she have it, baby. And they supposed to be together, right? But things don't go like that. Sometimes the dad end up not being up, and I ain't even talking about that. I'm talking about the ones who get caught up in the system, get locked up for things that they couldn't. And I'm talking about Fulton County, but a lot of the times it ain't even things that they knew no better about. But now the father gone from the home, right? And the mother is left. And I'm talking about it's not a good thing because they done eliminated the father, but the mother is like, you know what? I love, and I'm talking from a specific point. She got a son from the dude, and she say, I love my son just as much because a woman's love means a lot. You see what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm talking about this is because I'm saying how all this boils down to the why said the stuff that's going on. You can everything done in the dark gonna come to the light. If they can't prove that you did it, keep going. But let's not forget. And you know why I say this? I'm telling y'all, man. They found my partner, man, a couple days ago. And it opened up my eyes to a lot. They found my partner behind a house. And they tried to brush it off as if that in the third shower. I been hurt. But see, I use my hurt to fuel my fire. I keep going. I keep going. It made me so mad. It made me mad. I shouldn't have said that. See, I haven't been able to get past my brother Jael, man. I haven't. I'm mad. Damn it, man. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts me, man. And I've been trying to, I've been trying to just keep working, and guess what? I've been doing good at keep working, you know what I'm saying? But that stuff, man, I'm so mad. I'm so mad, y'all. See, that's why I don't like talking about, cause I get in my feelings. Sometimes I be gay all the way cool. Anyway, I ain't listen. But, you know, the system, they try to put so much on us. And then they try to lie on us. I'm not upset. I ain't upset at all. A lot of the time, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes sometimes I do need to talk about things, man. But I ain't got no, it ain't that I ain't got nobody to talk to. A lot of stuff, man. I just keep going. But I ain't, you know what? Let's get back to it.
Say your prayers, man. Say your prayers over your food. Mama taught you better than that. Hey, ain't religious, man. I'm just. Nah, you're right. That's the right. Oh, you slip here, all of a sudden you start choking your food. That's right. Yeah, but I can with you, veggie, man. I ain't gonna talk. Now go ahead. Okay, so you just said to me you don't want people to get it twisted that you have a beef with them. Nah, I ain't no beef. I just I like. It's wrong, though. Shit.
We need a small business loan fast.
I got this.
Loan Falcon!
There's a better way to get a fast small business loan. Go to ondeck.com, and if approved, get your funds as soon as the same day. Your loan is on deck.
Building your online business? Go to Wix.com and set up your store on a single integrated platform. Add products, showcase them dynamically, and seamlessly track your inventory. Accept multiple secure payments, and design your storefront down to the very last detail. Get all the tools you need. Drive more sales with customizable gift cards and flexible product subscriptions. Retain customers with a point-based loyalty program, email automations, and reach millions with sales channel integrations. Complete your setup with a personalized analytics dashboard. Make smart business decisions and shape the next phase of your business. Build, manage, and grow from one place. Go to Wix and launch your online business today.
What was going on? That wasn't my altercation. It wasn't my problem. I ain't personally getting into it with Ilf or Kel or none of them. I personally don't know none of them. So it's like, if my so-called friends want to get into it with other niggas, sometimes you can't be down. Like, you can't be around it. Or either that's fair or you got to change your friend. So it's like, it wasn't funny. Like, I feel like a lot of things weren't funny. So it's like, right. So, you and Wody, y'all was cool for, what, 2 years? Probably longer than that. And within the year, I done so much shit. Like, not as in, like, the shit that went through with this situation, but just, I got shot. There's a lot of shit happened, ongoing shit that probably wouldn't happen if I was in my own circle that I had before they came into my life in Bongo. Right. I got shot, you right there, with a gun, and then shoot back.
Where you get shot at? Or when?
I think it was last time.
Where?
On Irish Creek in February.
Why ain't you go back?
Hell if I don't know. He was high.
He was high? Who was shooting at us?
I don't know. It was at a block party. It was a crib block party, but it's like, everybody family feel. I see past the game, man. I see past the colors, all that. But I think it showed a little extra. And like, they had a little bankroll on me. The skinny, so both pockets look like a bankroll, but it's a bankroll in one pocket. I guess the nigga was trying to fly on me. And they was walking up. They walked up right 4 deep. And they like, I can tell they went from here. They had some big ass shirts, like 2004 type shit. Come to their knee. So I'm like, damn. So by the time I seen them walking up to me, I'm like, what's up, y'all like? They ain't say nothing. They walked past with little do I know they had already spread the block.
No, I had the microphone muted. Listen, y'all listen. Y'all listen, y'all. We sitting up here, we lit on now. We lit on. Y'all in the interrogation room and y'all chilling. Y'all ready to turn up? Y'all know how we do. We have fun. I'm ready to have some fun. I've been drinking. Yeah. Listen. Listen to me. Listen to me now. Hold on, yeah. Hold on, yeah. Hold on, 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 hold on. You mean to tell me you said, listen, it's not funny. It's actual factuals, okay? Yak Gotti is sitting in the interrogation room right now, like we looking at. This is him, right? You know, this is him. You in the interrogation room, you eat a Philly cheese steak with some hot wings. Have a lemon pepper chicken wing. You eat. And you're telling. Now, that's your business. But mind you, he's implicated in this unaliving with Shamel drinks and all these people. Him. Y'all know what? I'm finna just be quiet. I'm finna play the video. I'm just saying, y'all look at what's going on. They done told on each other. You told. You can sit over there looking as hard as you want to. You can sit over there and act like this, that, third, and that. What them folks talking about? Y'all got to know. If it wasn't for y'all calling the police, this wouldn't even be a case. Kenneth Copeland was the first person to start calling, but that is documented. Kenneth Copeland been calling the police in 20, going to the police station, calling the police, telling the police the goddamn these folks are trying to do this, that, and third, so they ain't doing run around doing 20 verse 1. Lock them up, shout. He involved that. Okay, why y'all think that's why I started from the beginning? Why y'all think Matt Short and Doug Weinstein got up there talking about something? I forgot which one right now. Said Kenneth Copeland, Quindaria, nigga said that shit off the rip. How you gonna charge my clients with this and not charge them? And Kenneth Copeland was initially charged. Makes sense to me. I mean, doesn't it make sense what he's asking, but it doesn't make sense as to why. How? You know how? Y'all had so much faith in Kenneth Copeland. Y'all had so much belief in this, that, and the third with Kenneth Copeland. And he came in the courtroom, he played y'all. And then after that, and then y'all had the audacity to send Moontoon Antonio Sledge to prison for 5 years. What the fuck was that? What? I'm gonna be honest with y'all, shout, because I have been drinking and then we ready to turn the fuck up. Yeah. Why the fuck would you send Moontoon to prison for 5 years and not Kenneth Copeland? Hello. You would send Moontoon to prison for 5 years, violent 5 years. The man didn't do nothing but get up there and do the same thing Kenneth Copeland did, who y'all implicated and charged in a unaliving. But you ain't sent Kenneth Copeland down the road. You know why? Because he's federal property. I'm going to tell y'all something, shout. And this, I'm going to say allegedly, but I'm going to tell y'all something. Kenneth Copeland is involved in other FBI investigations, other RICOs, and things of that nature. All these people that Kenneth Copeland got up there talking about, and I'm talking about from mob to mob. He said a plethora of things. Y'all better watch that boy. But see, the only thing he got in his pocket is he was able to pay the prosecutors. I know it sounds crazy, but mind you, you already talk. How we know Kenneth Copeland ain't the one had Thug watch? He's the one known for stealing. But I'm just saying, all this is allegedly, but what I'm saying is, you're talking about a situation as to where a person who is supposed to be, I'm talking about Kenneth Copeland, you're supposed to be such a hitter, so dangerous, so this, that, and third. How is it you're not involved in this RICO? And you expect for somebody to be scared of you? Like, you're just now starting to get money. And you're getting money because I'm telling you, lock his ass up. Bro, you took Donovan Thomas out, man. How the hell y'all get Kenneth Copeland a pass on unaliving Donovan Thomas, man? And then his attorney, Caleb Bumper, came in there and said, oh, well, yeah, they said he could say anything except that he unalive Donovan Thomas. What? Let's be honest. What are we looking at here? You did that. You threat Shannon Yak. Quindarius Zachary picked y'all up from the scene. Come on, man. Stop playing with me. That's why he was in the goddamn Infinity. Y'all ready to listen to me yet? That's why Quindarius Zachary could tell y'all everything that happened to that Infinity, because he was the one driving it. He the one picked them up. Do I gotta break everything down simplistically? Why you think Kenneth Copeland said we all met at the McDonald's on Cleveland and cause Quindarius picked you up, nigga? Allegedly. But we going off what the statements, what was made. And Kenneth Copeland said, well, Quindarius, but Lil D, which Lil D? The Meek and Garden, even they trying to, the Meek and Garden was in the car with Quindarius Zachary when they picked y'all up. Y'all, are y'all listening to me? Quindarius Zachary and D'Amica Garlington was in the Infinity when they picked y'all up after y'all did what y'all did in the goddamn what was the car? What was the car they said they used? Come on, y'all. Come on. What was the car? What was the car they said they used? The silver God damn it. Come on. What was the silver car? Not the Audi. What was it? What? Dang, I can't even think right now, y'all. Infinity. The Infinity. They picked y'all up. That was why y'all was at the McDonald's talking. Come on, man. Stop playing with it like we don't know what the hell going on, man. The Megan Garden, that's why he kept saying which Lil D. Both Lil D was together. Hello. Are y'all ready to talk? Or I'm just wasting my time. Both Lil, that's why he said which Lil D. It don't matter. Both Lil D was together. They mixed y'all at the McDonald's. Kenneth Copeland, Threat, Yak Gotti, and Shannon Stillwell was together in that car. That's why Thug said he rented the car and he left. That's why Kenneth Copeland came up there and said, oh, I dropped the car off to hold on, y'all keep up with me. He said he dropped the car off at the studio to Threat. Now, mind you, you remember when he was on the stand and they asked him, they said the Infinity had not the car that I think it was the Infinity had damage that happened on the highway, and he was like, how y'all know that? You know how they knew that? Y'all remember that? Hold on, what I started? He said, what I started, y'all? Give me back on game. I had to start real quick. What I started, y'all? I'm cooking. Y'all hit that cash out too while I'm cooking, y'all. Cause y'all know they're gonna try to goddamn do something to me, y'all. But I ain't scared. So look, he said, what I started, y'all? Come on, give me back. What happened? Yeah. So they was like, so Woody, even when he was on the stand, he was like, how y'all know that? He was like, how y'all know that? You know how they knew that? Because Quindarius Zachary had already told him he was in possession of the car. The only way they knew that was because he was the one that did it. He was the one that did it. He was the one that told him, yeah, I had an accident on the highway. I had picked up the Meek and Garlington, the other little D, my partner. We were going to meet Woody at the McDonald's out Cleveland. After they got through with the drill. Who was involved in the drill? Well, it was Kenny Copeland. What's threat name? What's threat name? Kenny Copeland, Threat, Yak, and Shannon. Where y'all think they got it from? Quindarius Zachary. Who, mind you, Thor rented the car. Thor rented the, I'm talking about the, hold on, wait a minute now. Hold on. See what I'm saying? The damaged car is the Infinity, right? What is the Infinity supposed to be the same car? What's the car used in the drive-by? Huh? It was an Infinity too. Yeah. So the Infinity was used at the barbershop, and it was because Quindarius Zachary and them said that they hit something on the highway. It's the same car. Right. That's what I'm saying. It's the same car. And we said, I'm just saying, we sitting here having a conversation. It's the same car. So, okay. Oh my God. Y'all see why we come together and we go to talking. So as we sit here talking and we put it together, it's the same car. So that means, hold on, wait a minute. So you telling me no, it can't be the same car because it's two different cars. Cause look, Quindarius Zachary and them, it had to been a car on the crime scene, and then it was a car they pulled up at the gas at the McDonald's end. You see what I'm saying? That Bonneville. He was in that Bonneville. That's what color was the Bonneville? Please, y'all tell me that. What color was that Bonneville? The automobile. What color was it though? What color was that Bonneville? Beige. Okay, it was wait a minute now. See, that's where the conflict coming in at right now as we talking. Cause if it was silver, then that's too close to the Infinity. Okay, let me ask y'all this. Did the Bonneville have a sunroof that y'all may know of? Did the Bonneville have a sunroof? Y'all know if the Bonneville had a sunroof? Because Sammy, the dude, I think Sammy got hit now. Now, Sammy, the reason I asked that is because Sammy said no car had a sunroof. But I asked that because y'all remember when Sammy, the car wash dude, he said he seen somebody either hanging out the sunroof or the window. He said it was Woody. He said it was Woody. Hanging out the sunroof. No, the Infinity. The Infinity had a sunroof. Yes. His credibility. No, his credibility is good. But it's just like Hilton them saying, people got up there and changed their statements. His first statement was, I saw Woody hanging out the sunroof. He said that clearly. I'm with you. I agree. He said that. He went lying, and I'm with you. I'm with you, La La. I'm with you, Guap the Nero. Here you go. I'm with you. The first thing he said was he seen Woody. He said Woody name specific. That's why Woody was initially charged with the unaliving. And the whole hood went after Woody. And because y'all remember when okay, Christian Eppinger, he's on the trial, on the other trial. Christian Eppinger was on the phone with Obama. And on the phone with Obama, he was talking about it. He was like, look, what's his name? Obama was telling bro, he was like, they putting the press on Woody down the road. They done trying to put him on the door and everything. Why you think they picked Sledge up? Antonio said they picked Sledge up because of the simple fact that you was the security. That the state don't care because Nut was already on their list. Nut was ranked the number 4, the highest ranked member. Okay. See, the thing of it is, when you got that type of status, it wake the city up. Bodies start dropping because this happened to Nut. And if y'all mean to tell me ain't nobody finna be held accountable for what happened to Donovan Thomas, you got another thing coming. Facts. You got another thing coming. You think they ain't finna hold nobody accountable? Mind you, not only was it Donovan, okay, yeah, guess what? Guess what? This me. Y'all know I be honest with y'all. You could beat that with Donovan Thomas. You really, okay, the state messed up their own case. The state messed their own case up. But the fact that you was not able to, you weren't able to get me on the Donovan, but that Shamel drinks carry just as much time. Now, they can't say that Shannon Stillwell was the trigger man, but they can place you on the scene of the crime. And you also have a person. That's why, and I want people to understand this. That's why it's very dangerous and very incriminating when Caleb Bumpers went and married Shannon Stillwell, because you represented Kenneth Copeland, who implicated your husband in the unaliving of Donovan Thomas. The very person, he knew who he was. All that went down to that gas station. And the thing about it is, in the streets, you don't care. Bro, if I got smoke with you, bro, it's finna get handled. Bro, we got on lacking. Because guess what? You got a big dog over you that's gonna say, but look, y'all seen them at the gas station and y'all didn't do nothing. See what? Rather than paying attention to who did this, y'all need to be paying attention to who ordered this. Who see, in the city of Atlanta and in life, somebody gotta make the decision and say, go ahead. Who gave them the go ahead? Who gave them what we call in the street the green light? You gotta get the green light. Y'all want to talk for real, or y'all want to keep playing? Cause I ain't never played with y'all. I've always told y'all the truth. You got to get what you call the green light. Somebody gas shouted on the green light. And y'all see from when God dang bro, I'm talking about Shamil drink. When that man left the gas station, y'all follow that man, bro. That man ended up on a lie. I ain't trying to sit here and goddamn woo woo, but 1+1 it always been 2. Bro, y'all left. Listen to me, guys. Y'all was in y'all car. Y'all could have already left. It's a charger involved. We know for a fact that Taisha has admitted in the court of law she drives a Charger. She was with Shannon when they got the Audi. What y'all trying to convince me? You mean to tell me this ain't Bonnie and Clyde? Hello. All 3 cars pulls out behind Shamil drinks. By it, she had an orange Charger. No, she wraps her Charger every 3 months. At this time, she had a white one. Ask her. Ask her. At the time, why y'all think she keep saying? Why y'all think she said she keep getting wrapped every 3 months? Why would you wrap it every 3 months? Why not just sell the fucking car? That way right there. She was really the fall guy. You mean? Let's not act like we don't know what the hell going on. And if we don't, let's start here to tell you. There was a Charger there. She has went on the stand and admit. Who else done admitted to having a Charger? Who else done went? Who else? Who else? Who else said they own a Charger other than Lil Rod? Y'all ready? Other than Lil Rod, who got caught up in that situation dealing with YSL, and they was in a stolen Charger. But in this capacity, Taisha Alexander, who already popped the lady, mind you, when you power a person, you don't just go home from that. You don't do that. You're going to jail because somebody got powed. And until the police can distinguish what happened, you're going into custody. Period. Rod was not in a van. Rod, they was in a stolen Charger. I'm talking about the person who I'm talking about. I can't think of his name right now. Right, that's what I'm talking about. The people who got unalive was in the Charger, and they was not in a van. They was in a but I'm talking about the person who got unalive. I'm talking about I can't think of his name, but the young brother who they accused of unaliving, he was in a stolen Charger. That's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about. See, it's not a game. It's not a game. It's very deep. No, Rod picked the girl. No, I'm not talking about Rod. I'm talking about. No, hell no. I don't know what they. It was a Charger, and it was a Charger. I can't think right now. I can't remember right now. No, Rod. They wasn't. I don't know if Rod. I don't know what Rod picked them up in. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I can't remember right now. But I'm talking about everybody. I can't tell you. I can't tell you, okay? It was a van. But okay, okay, let me ask you this, bro. You saying that because you remember the girl said What was her name? The Smith girl. Mariah Smith. No, I'm not. Rod's in charge. No, I'm talking about Taisha. Taisha Charger was white. But okay, look. Damn, y'all got me. I fucked up. Lil Rod, white charged at the gas station for drinks, isn't it? That was, I'm saying, the only person that we know that was driving Chargers right then legally, because mind you, the Charger wasn't reported as a stolen or anything like that, right? The only person we know that had a Charger that it came in Fulton County on the stand and stated, I drive a Charger and I wrap it every 3 months is Taisha Alexander. That's what I was saying about that. Okay. Now, whoever picked up in a van or picked up Lil Rod or whatever, but Lil Rod, the girl Mariah Smith said that she was with that other girl. Lil Rod pulled up, picked them up, and they took her to their house. Okay. I can't tell you about this stuff with Lil Rod. You feel me? I'm not gonna put nothing on it, bro. All I can tell y'all about that is he got caught up in the system, the YSL system. Mind you, that's why Hilton brought it up and said they have people as young and as Lil Rod who they messed up their whole life to be in YSL. This is facts, y'all. These young brothers, they do it in the name of YSL. They want to be Thug. And I'm going to tell y'all something, y'all. Thug wanted to be Wayne. That's why they sent Roscoe to hit up the club when Wayne tour bus got hit. Because Thug wanted to be the new Wayne. And Birdman was vouching for him. But when Birdman was tired of sticking his dick all in goddamn Thug booty hole, he went and stuck his dick down goddamn NBA Youngboy mouth. And now NBA Youngboy caught up in a fucking what you call it shit. FBI goddamn time. Male suck my dick. I don't give a fuck. Ain't none of these hoes worth goddamn $2. You understand that? Yeah, booty hole bandit. And I said what the fuck I said. Y'all hear my cash up, shout. Y'all hear my cash. I'm gonna start talking. Y'all hear my goddamn cash up, y'all. But it, man. Y'all send me no man on the cash up. Y'all nigga goddamn, y'all fuck with me. Y'all don't. You see, y'all see how y'all do me. I come up here and I be saying shit about y'all, man. I mean, not about y'all, but I be saying shit about what's going on. And y'all know goddamn well these folks be goddamn mad at me. But y'all won't even goddamn support me. Somebody send me $100 on cash out. I ain't lying to you, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you, y'all. Ain't nobody got no $100. Ain't got nothing. Y'all gonna goddamn do about that shit. But y'all ain't goddamn worried about it when I'm up here telling y'all everything that's going on and people sending me goddamn woo woo. But I ain't scared of that. I got goddamn. I got it. Y'all see my cash out now? No. Everybody send me $10 in. That ain't what. Don't y'all do me like that. I be telling y'all the truth, y'all. And they be asking me not to say the shit. They be like, hey, Star, what will goddamn listen, don't goddamn do this. I be like, man, listen, I don't ahead of time, I really don't pay attention. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I just be doing it. I still be doing it. Where y'all going? Y'all see my cash out? I don't know. Why the hell y'all be in? It's a port. And listen, y'all know I done started. I done been learning. But I'm gonna go back and let me finish playing it. Y'all hit my cash, y'all. I'm gonna get back to playing what's going on. I don't even want to watch this nigga, dog. I want to play the other motherfucker. I want to get back to Hilton. Cause Hilton telling y'all what's going on. Hold on, hi.
You know, I really had that picture. So by the time they walk past,
I don't know why they need no more shout. I don't know why they need no more. Man. He ain't doing all this goddamn talking. In there telling. And you got the motherfucking nerve to sit up there and act like you 100. Nigga, you telling. Ain't taking wing. That one finna get off alive. Come finna go eat my chicken wing. I ain't got no chicken wing. I got me a gyro. Dira. I'm finna eat me something to eat. I'm finna eat my food. Y'all don't even want to care. I'm up here talking about all this stuff. Look, why did? Hold on. What I finna play for y'all? They got all this stuff going on. In the interrogation room, okay. What the fuck I was already playing? Lil Rod, no, everybody getting hot. Drinks. I can't tell y'all, man. I'm tired of this shit. Look, I was gonna finish playing many of them. I done had too much to drink. Hey, I'm finna go to sleep, y'all. I love y'all. Very. We're gonna talk about it some more. Y'all turn y'all notifications on. I'm finna go and eat and go to sleep. I can go to sleep, y'all. I'm sorry. We've been on here for almost 3 hours. Man, y'all know me. I love y'all. I'm coming.